Let's move forward with our final part on defense expected topics, the part 3. Now, Make in India and Defense. There are various priority procurements under the Defense Acquisition Procedure 2020. 18 major defense platforms for industry-led designs have been started. 4 positive indigenization lists have been shortlisted. 3 positive indigenization lists for the defense public sector undertaking has been shortlisted. The industrial licensing policy, as we said before as well, has been simplified, allowing 74% for indirect investment. Launch of mission def space. Innovations for defense excellence are some of the ways through which innovations and startups can become part of defense. Implementation of public procurement preference to Make in India started in 2017. Indigenized portal Srijan has come in, which facilitates indigenization by Indian industries. Reforms have come in for transfer of technology in the field of defense. 2 new defense corridor, one in Uttar Pradesh, one in Tamil Nadu under development. R&D for industry startup has started, and the defense allocation for the budgetary allocation for defense has increased. Dare to Dream scheme is a scheme which is started by DRDO in 2019. The idea is to bring innovators, entrepreneurs and startups with the defense and the aerospace units, and bring in a kind of setup where companies can get shortlisted and invest in the field of defense and create more development here. Kazind 2020 is a India-Kazakhstan joint military exercise. Now, the military exercises and their names are important. There could be a simple match list question. This started in Umroi region in Meghalaya this time. Arnala is another important project. Now, this is ASW SWC Project. Now, the Arnala has entered through the Bay of Bengal and has been commissioned in the Kattapalli in Chennai. This would replace Abhay. Now, why it would replace Abhay AWS ship is important, because it has anti-submarine operations in coastal areas, and it also is known for LIMO, which is low intensity maritime operations in the littoral waters. The surveillance there has a capability with a displacement of nearly 900 tons at a maximum speed of 25 knots and an endurance of 1800 nautical miles. So that's the key thing about it. The first ever 2-storied 3D printed dwelling has been created at Ahmedabad, another development by Indian Army in 2022, and this has been constructed by Military Engineering Services in collaboration with Migbo Private Limited. So the company name is again important here. Now, the Special Campaign 2.0 started, that talked about providing technological push and creating the border road using shredded plastic. So which roads were built? A 4.5 kilometer stretch between Thimphu and Flungchong in the region of Dantang in Bhutan. Balipura Chandor Tawang Road in name of Project Vartak. Rowing Corona and Paya Road under Project Udyak in Arunachal Pradesh. Nathling, Sangu and Sahi project under Pushpak project in Mizoram, and then another project Arunak in Arunachal Pradesh. So name of the project, in which regions it is located, is again important. A multi-adventure camp at Chandipur was conducted. Now, this was meant for the children of armed force personnel between 12 to 18 years to give them an exposure to the Air Force life, and with a slogan that nothing is impossible, how they can meet the challenges, survive in adverse situations. The next is Ma Bharti Ke Saput. Now, this is an initiative started by the government with the following website link. The idea is it would be a link where contribution could be done for Armed Forces Battle Casualty Welfare Fund, and this actually appeals the people to donate generously for the soldiers and their families. The next is Sanjeevani Lifestyle Clinic. Now, these clinics have been started for soldiers and their family members, considering the fact that the non-communicable diseases like obesity, blood pressure, diabetes has become common even in army personnel. So this was started in 2022 as one of the efforts to help them. The next is Prachanda. It is an indigenously designed and developed light combat helicopter, and this has been developed again by HAL, which is Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, and this was inducted in the Indian Air Force in Jodhpur division. So again an important development. It is the first indigenous multi-role combat helicopter which has been designed and manufactured by HAL and has a good combat capacity, and this is a path towards Atmanirbhar Bharat. So what is Prachand is another important question that you must be familiar with. So those were some of the key topics that we have discussed for today. Then we would be covering another series of expected questions where we would be talking about tribal development, space research, and many interesting things. Stay tuned. Do follow the links below for more information and the handouts for these lectures.